I got lost this morning on the way to get here, and I found out that not every road
leads to Channel 6. Some are dead ends.
And I don't think every road leads to God either. I mean, Jesus himself made the statement that the road is narrow, the gate is narrow, and that there are many ways to destruction. There are many ways to despair.
Before Renewing Your Mind, we had experimented briefly with radio, and we had very little response to that. Then when we moved the operation to Orlando, somebody came up with the idea of a 5-minute program entitled Ask RC, where people would send in questions and I would do a Q&A type thing.
Why should we engage in debate, since it seems to cause division in the church? Weren't those letters that the apostle wrote to the Ephesians and to the Galatians and the Colossians divisive? Nothing divides like truth.
If I believe that Christ is one way, I have to believe that he's the only way. Or else I have to believe that this one who is one way is dead wrong when he claims to be the only way. And if he's dead wrong when he claims to be the only way, I'd be foolish to think that he's even one way.
We started recording lectures, these half-hour lectures, in our recording studio at the Ligonier offices where we were. And to get a backlog of programs, we started off by my doing 8 lectures a week. It just took off. It exploded.
If there is one maverick molecule in the universe, one molecule running loose outside the scope of God's sovereign ordination, then, ladies and gentlemen, there is not the slightest confidence that you can have that any promise that God has ever made about the future will come to pass.
In my understanding of church history, when I saw the giants of the past, the Augustines, the Aquinas, the Luthers, the Calvin, the Edwards, those were people who were blown away by the majesty of God.
And the first thing he does when he sees the holiness of God is that he cries out in terror. And the old King James Version records his words as saying this: "Woe is me, for I am undone." It's Christ who claims to be the only way. If you want to object to somebody's arrogance and bigotry and narrow-minded, then don't. Just look at Christians. Let's hear you stand up and call Christ arrogant. If God is not sovereign, God is not God. It's that simple.